So today is 49. I don't know what the date is. And let's go ahead and look at this. Yesterday, or the day before yesterday, the day before the test, we had percent of increase. This is basically the exact same thing. The formula is going to be percent over 100, and it is the percent of increase or decrease. It's the exact same formula. You're going to put your increase here or your decrease. And so if I'm looking for a percent of increase or decrease, over here I'm going to put the actual amount of the increase or decrease. Same exact formula as Monday. And this is over the original amount. Same exact thing. So, and in fact, they have it right here. They have N, which I don't like N, P over 100. And again, over here, amount of decrease over the original amount. They're doing it as an equation here. I might not. I don't know. We'll see. And then this is the other thing that we're going to be doing. It's find the amount of loss when an item is sold for less than the cost. Okay, and how are they doing it? They're doing the percent of loss over 100 on this side is equal to the amount of loss over the original cost. So I'm not going to worry about, and then, selling price. Find the selling price, and we'll talk about that one in a minute. So let's go ahead and look at these. Find the percent of increase. If necessary, round to the nearest tenth of a percent. Maria, could you keep these out? Did you bring your calculator today? Okay. And give those two out to the back of the desk. All right, so it says find the percent of increase. I'll go down the middle row. All right. And you will need line paper, by the way. So who knows what the original amount is on number 2? It's the 70. This is the original. Who knows what the 28 is? My score went from 70 to 28. The new amount. Okay. And so now what I need to find is a decrease. Who thinks they know how you find out how much it decreased? You subtract. So you're going to subtract the 70 minus 28. And what does that decrease?
42.
42. So let's get some of these. On number 5, what is the original? This is the original. Okay. What is the 35? This is the new. And it went down, so it decreased. How do you find out how much it decreased? Subtract. So 83 minus 35. Somebody tell me what that is. Is it 48? I'm going to believe you. So on this one, which one is the original? This is the original. What is the 1.68? Yeah, it went, what's a word problem that I can say? I don't know. My salary went from $11.20 an hour. I did such a bad job that now they're giving me $1.68 an hour. I don't know. I got in trouble. So this is my new salary. I've been demoted. And so it decreased. And so how do I get the actual amount that it decreased? Is subtract 11.2 minus 1.68. What is that decrease amount?
9.52.
What is it?
9.52.
9.52. Okay. And this one, because they're in decimals, we'll probably leave the answers in decimals. So on 11, what is the original amount? This is the original. What is the 3.1? This isn't so bad. Here, my salary dropped 9.52. Here, it only dropped, I think, $3 and something. So this is my new salary. And then how do it decrease? How would I find that decrease? Is subtract, and it comes to what? 3.4. So now let me get a line sheet of paper, and we're going to start doing those. And no, I can show you how the actually. I might go ahead and do that. It's not terrible because we've already actually done the top part. So let's go ahead and we're going to use the ratio and proportion. So this one is 49, and it is 7-9% decrease. And so I'm going to start out with the actual ratio and proportion. So do we have our percent? No. No. So it's going to be percent over 100. You must label. What are we looking for? We're looking for the, and I didn't leave enough room here. I'm looking for the actual decrease. So this is the percent of decrease. Now I'm looking for the actual out of the original. So do we have the decrease amount? What was it? 42. What was the original? 70. And then we do it like normal. So cross multiply. You must show the work even though you've got a calculator. 70p is equal to 4,200. Then what do I have to do? I think we can do this one by hand. Can you cross off a 0? Can you cross off a 0? Yes, 1 0 on top, 1 0 on bottom. 7 goes into 42 how many times? And then you've got an extra 0. So it is a 60%. Now I need you to label. I didn't the other day, but I should have. It's a 60% decrease. Okay, 60% decrease. Number 5. Again, percent over 100, and we're looking for the percent of decrease. So over here, it's going to be the decrease over the original. And do I know the original? What is it? It is 83. Do I know the decrease? Which is what? 48. You have to label it so you know where everything goes. All right, then just cross multiply. 83. P is equal to 4,800 divided by 83 divided by 83. And somebody divide that through.
It's 57.831.
And what does it say to round it to? Which would be how many places to the right of the decimal? 1 place over. 2. That's hundreds. Okay. Ava, pass these out, please.
So 57.8.
Okay.
3.
So the mixed up answers are coming. So what is it? What do we get? 48 divided by. Okay. And so is this going to be 57.8 or 57.9? 50 is 57.8 is 57.8 on your answer bank? Okay. So you can assume that you got it correct. And by the way, if you're getting these correct every day, there's no way you can miss it on the test. So there's a problem if you're getting these right and then you've missed a lot on the test. So it is 57.8% decrease. And these two, I actually will do it the other way. So this one is write an equation. And so they're saying the amount of decrease And over here, you can see that this was the original rainfall, and the new was this. It decreased. So you have to calculate the amount of decrease by subtracting. That's what these notes are showing you. Over the what? What is it over? It's over the original amount. So this is a nice little example. And then you get this, but that comes to this. That doesn't come to the percent. If I use this method, what do I still have to do? You have to times it by a percent, which is timesing it times 100. So you're going to move it over 2 places. So we'll do that maybe on 2 of them. If you want to use that method, fine. So let's go ahead and where's my paper? Okay. So on this one, so on number 8, I'll use this other one. You still need to label it. It's the decrease over the original. And this time, didn't we find the decrease by subtracting? So we're going to use that method by showing the subtracting. It's our original minus the 1.68 over, what's the original amount? 11.2. And we ended up getting, we've already got that, it ended up getting 9.52 over 11.2. Again, we're getting the same thing that we got. I kind of like P over 100 because that includes the multiplication by 100. This way, if you forget it, you've missed half your problem. So this comes to 9.52 divided by 11.2 equals. Oh, but I still have to multiply. I need a percent. So I'm going to multiply by a percent, and that percent number is 100. How many places over does it move it then? It's going to move it 2. So the percent is going to be 85%. Is that answer on your answer bank? So 85%. And then I'll do that way again on the number 11. We need the decrease over the original. And if you're doing it this way, show how you get the decrease. Oh, mala, I didn't show. 6.5 minus 3.1. My original minus my new will give me my decrease over my original, which is 6.5. So this one I have a little room over here. So when we subtracted, we got 3.4 over 6.5. And then what do you do with those numbers? People, what does that line mean? Divide. Thank you. Okay, and we get this number, and we're doing it to the 10th, so I'm just going to put down 0.523, 0.523 times 100. So how many places do I need to move it? 2. So my final answer should be 52.3%. What's that?
Obviously 52 and 4 over 13, but that wouldn't work out.
52 and what?
The only thing that's close enough is 52 and 4 over 13, but that's like impossible.
No, they probably made it as a, let me see.
I don't know how they would do that.
Yeah, I can only, this is too hard for me to figure out as a fraction. The only way I can figure it out as a fraction is if I do it, let's see what they did. If I do it the ratio and proportion, here's my decrease over my original equals P over 100. So if I'm doing it this way, I'll be able to get into a fraction. I can't figure it out any other way. I'm not that smart. All right, so this is going to be 6.5. P is equal to, moves it over 1, 2. When I'm multiplying it by 100, so 340 divided by 6.5 divided by 6.5. I'm just curious, but I want to get rid of this decimal. How do I get rid of that decimal? Yes, by moving it 1 place over and 1 place over here. So it's really 3400 over 65. Now I can get it into fraction. I'm just curious to see if that was the answer. So somebody go ahead and go 3,400 divided.
52.30.
But for a fraction, we just want the front part. We want the 52. And then we would have brought that 65 over. Now go ahead and go 52 boxes times 65 donuts in every box. How many donuts did I use?
3,380.
3,380, which means there's what, 20 left over? And so they probably reduced this by 5. So 52 and 4 over 13. Is that an answer? Yeah. So I guess the teacher had them put it in fraction. I'm going to stick with today. You may just round it to the nearest tenth. Will that work?
Yes.
Okay. So we're just going to round it to the nearest tenth. So find your closest answer. 52.3% decrease. And I forgot to put it here. Decrease. Then flip it over to the back. Oh, okay. All right. And then I'm looking for the percent of loss. Okay. So, and we'll do all right, the percent of loss. We'll do this number 16. Okay. 16. What are they looking for? Well, they're looking for the actual loss. So, but what are they giving me? They're giving me the percent of loss. Percent over 100. They're giving me this is where the loss goes over the original cost. So on this side, it is going to be the actual loss over the original cost. The original cost is, but I do have the percent correct. So I'm going to change this to 9.2. Do I have the original cost?
Yes.
What is it?
224.
Yeah, this is my original cost. So 224. Yeah, with all these decimals today, let's just leave the decimal. And so I'm looking for the L. So I'm going to cross multiply. 100L is equal to, somebody multiply that across, and we're just going to put 4 numbers to the right of the decimal.
2,063.1.
9.2 times 224.25. Okay, what is that, right? So we'll just put down the first. Oh no, I have to put down all of these. No, I don't. So I have to put down the whole thing. 2063.1, but I still have to do what? I still have to divide by 100. Divide by 100, because on this one I can't use that other method. To use that other method, I need the actual loss over the original. So I have to use ratio and proportion. And now this is easy. Which way do I move that decimal? To the left to make that a 1. 1, 2. So I'm dividing by 1. And so 1, 2. My decimal's there. And to the nearest tenth, what is it?
20.6.
So we're going to go with the law. Oh, it's money.
63.
Mala. The loss is money, so I do need all the way up to here. So it is 20.63, and we don't round it. And is that answer on there?
Yes. Yes.
So make sure that you're labeling. This is a loss of that much money. Okay. Okay, let's look at another decimal one over here. So we'll do this number 18. Okay. They're talking about the percent of loss. So I'm going to put loss over my total cost, or my original cost. But this is my percent side. So I'm going to put my percent over 100. And on the other side, who knows where I'm going to put the 524.20? Edward, where am I going to put the 524.20? Yes, because that matches our cost. So that is 524.20. And we're looking at
524. It's 524. 524.
that. Isn't that what I put? 524.20. And that is, label it with an L. So we're looking for the loss. So it's going to be, this is again going to be an easy one. Just cross multiply your 19.2 times 524.20 is 10062.64. And then what do we have to do?
I think that was 64.
That's 64.
Oh, well. Okay, then what do we do? Divide by 100. Divide by 100. How many, which direction do I move the decimal?
To the left.
To the left, 1, 2, to make that 100 a 1. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Okay. So now this time, again, money is 2 digits past. So is this going to be closer to 64 or 65?
65.
65. So our L is equal to 100.65. And then, okay, and then let's look at this one. It says, oh, they're using something really weird. Find the selling price of each item. Oh dear. So, is that what they're going to do? Well, this one's going to be easy. So on number 20, they're selling it at a loss of 50%. So the loss, oops, is these are some funky t-shirts that nobody wanted. So they have to sell them at a loss. It's still our loss over our cost. And do we know the percent?
Yes.
So this is our percent of loss. 50 over that 100 is equal to, where do I put that $9 cost?
Bottom.
I put it on the bottom, and I'm looking for the amount of loss. And by the way, this should be, you shouldn't even have to do any work. Who knows why? Who knows that answer right there? Without doing any work. 450. Because this is half of this. This number is half of the 9. But if you still need to do it, I mean, I don't need to do it. So it's going to be 100 L is equal to 450 divided by 100 divided by 100. Put a decimal and move it 1, 2 to make it a 1, 1, 2. And so this is our loss. Is that our selling price?
No.
That's our loss. In this particular case, so to find your selling price, you're going to take the selling price minus the loss. No, mala. You're going to take the original cost minus the loss, and that will give you your selling price. So the original cost was 9 minus our loss of $4.50. And in this particular cost, because it's 50%, it's going to be the exact same thing. So it's going to be the selling price was $4.50. That's a bad deal. You buy something for $9 and then you can only sell it for $4.50. Probably one of these dumb t-shirts that have some stupid saying on it. Like, so the selling price is $4.50. So this one is not, next one is not 50%. So this one, the loss wasn't as bad. So this is an MP3 player that now a new model comes in. So this one they have to sell at a loss because people are buying the new model. It doesn't sound, I just make that up. Okay, so do we know the law? What is this percent?
9.
But what is it? What is it? What kind of percent is it? It's the loss. So that goes with the percent. It's the percent of loss. And I just put P again. Over the 100, which is over the original cost. But do we have our percent?
Yes.
So I should have erased that. I don't have an eraser. So it's 9 over 100. And loss goes on top. Cost goes on the bottom. So who knows where the 54 is going to go? It's going to go on the bottom. And what's left is the loss that we're going to be finding. So this is going to be 100L is equal to, is that 36? 36, I can't do this that fast. 45, is it 48? Is it 486?
Yes. 46.
Okay. And who knows real quick what that is divided by 100?
4.86.
It's going to be 4.86. Very good. Move it over twice, move it over twice. So it is, our loss is 486, but is that our selling price? No. Selling price is you're going to take the cost, which is $54, minus the, I'm not having you lined it up, just use your calculator, minus 4.86, and this is our selling price.
It's 49.14.
49.14. Is there 49.14 on your answer bank?
On the bottom.
Okay. And I forgot to turn the air conditioner on. Oh, it's getting hot. So this is the selling price. Okay, we got that. I forgot to do the word problems on the other one. We'll do this word problem right here, the number.
We just did like one and from one over the other.
Yes.
Maybe 25 and
25 is actually easy. This is just what's the percent of decrease. That's all you're doing. Okay, so this one's actually easy too. How much do they sell the refrigerator for? Oh my gosh. The family bought a refrigerator for, they bought it for $12.40. So that's when it was new, apparently. And that was their original. They sold it maybe 10 years later for a 65% loss because nobody's going to pay the full price 10 years later. You know, so do I have my percent?
Mm-hmm.
And so 26, it is 65% loss over the original cost. 65%. Who knows where I'm going to put the 1240? On the bottom. That's our original. And we're looking for this will give us the loss. This will not give us the selling price. So it's going to be 100L is equal to, I don't know, 65 times 1240 is
8,600.
okay. And divided by 100, this is going to be easy. Cut off those two zeros. So the loss is 806. Does loss mean selling price?
No.
No. The selling price, I need to take the original amount and subtract my loss, which is 806. And in this case, I get 34, I think it is. They took a big loss. So what is how much money am I getting for it? $4.34. But that's something. You know, I had that refrigerator for 10 years. And they bought it with all the molds in it, you know? It doesn't say that in the problem. $434.
Huh?
Sometimes my mouth and what I'm writing doesn't match. I don't know. It's not in sync. So this was the selling price. Or they sold it for that much. Okay? So let's see what you guys are going to do. No. I don't think so. I think you'll go down. In fact, let's see what we'll do. Okay. I would use ratio and proportion on two of them. and maybe the other method on the other. Okay? So this one use ratio proportion, and this one is, they say, the equation method, but it's not any big equation. Okay. All right. And then, so you don't have to do these three because it's the same old thing. On this side, you've only got like a couple more to do. We don't have a lot of time, but yeah, go ahead and start on that. Let me figure out what you're going to do on this. I do want you for sure to do the selling price. So you'll do all of the selling price. So those three, 21, 23, 24, you'll do the word problem. And
What about 22?
we already did 22.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Don't be bad. Okay. And I'll have you do one more of this because you're going to be finding the loss on all of these anyway. So I don't need you to overdo it. So find the loss. Let's do this one right here. Okay. Yeah. So on this side, 17, highlight it. So you've got it. The 17, 21, 23, 25, and 24. Got it? And you guys can start. You don't have to do 14, 15.
Okay.
I already marked it. You're just doing 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay? Okay, let me shut this off. Yes, ma'am.